My name is Bode Gbadebo. Welcome to this special interview edition with Barrister Deji Adeyanju, an Abuja-based lawyer and human rights activist.
Thank you very much for having me. About being a lawyer, of course, but a political activist, I doubt much.
You doubt much?
Yeah, but
I'm incorrect.
I'm excited to be on this platform this
Maybe
morning.
human rights activist.
Thank you. Something more like that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been, months of chasing you, but thank God we have you today. Now, let's start
Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much. State of the nation. Very, very broad, but, for want of time, in your own estimation, what is the state of the nation under President Bola Tinubu?
The country is heading south, no doubt. Anyone that says anything to the contrary is being economical with the truth. The economy completely has tanked. The policies are extremely bad. They are not working. The president came in very courageously and boldly, and many Nigerians commended him for his bold strike, but the bold strike have turned out to be very, very inimical to the growth of the nation. The president took away fuel subsidy, the only thing cushioning the economy of our nation, and he decided to subsidize the expensive lifestyle of politicians and governors.
At the expense of the poor.
At the expense of the poor. The poor people, the only thing that they benefit was subsidy. He took it and now subsidizing the governors. The governors are so rich that they change dollar at the end of every month and further put more pressure on our economy. Our economy that is already dollar dependent. That is why the governors are the only one enjoying dividends of democracy. That is why they are all defecting to APC.
No, Barrister, let me cut you short. They said why the subsidy regime was on, we are living a fake life, and it was not sustainable. Do you think removing the subsidy was actually a bad idea, or maybe the approach was wrong?
There's no nation in the world that does not subsidize. There's no nation. America, UK, all over, world over, nations subsidize. Why are you subsidizing? The reason why you're subsidizing is because your economy is either too weak or the purchasing power is weak. Therefore, you need to cushion the effect of inflation and things that are likely to affect the poor people, and there are always the downtrodden. Exactly. Even during the time of the prophets, the downtrodden were with us.
Fingers were never equal.
Yeah, so there can never be an exception to the rule when it comes to the issue of Nigeria. The money that has been saved from subsidy, where is it? It has been stolen by the governors. In fact, there were more projects when there was subsidy in the state than now that they now have quadrupled the money that is saved from subsidy. And that is why I also laugh when I see the government saying they need more money and they now want to tax Nigerians to death. That our problem is not lack of funds; it's lack of accountability. We do not have a financial problem in quotes in Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria is an accountability problem.
Financial management, probably.
Yes, indeed.
So your advocacy for a better life for Nigerians, human rights, law and constitutionalism is not in doubt. But why do you belong politically? People are asking.
I don't belong anywhere, and I'm not like Buhari that says he belongs to nobody and belongs to everyone. And belongs to everyone. That one is a fraudster. I'm not, and may God rest his soul. Me, I don't belong anywhere. I'm neither here nor there.
You don't belong to any political party?
I do not.
You just speak for good governance.
Nigerians know.
It can be anywhere, PDP or APC or LP.
And Nigerians know I'm very courageous. When it is time for me, if I want to be political, I do not fear anybody. I do not look at anybody's face. I will pick a side. But I have done it before in the past, and it is bad business. Yeah. It contravenes my personal principle that these politicians are irredeemable people. No matter what you do, it's like putting a drop in an ocean. So you can't really make any difference in a Senate where you have 109 bad eggs. Only you cannot make a difference.
All of them cannot be bad eggs.
Tried it now. He went to the Senate. He came with regrets.
All the senators cannot be bad eggs.
Look at the House of Reps.
360 member.
They are all bad.
All of them cannot be bad.
Tell me who is good in the Senate now.
Well, maybe they are powerless, but all of them cannot be bad.
Yeah, so when you have a bad head, every other thing is going to be rotten. So if you don't want to, I will never go down that path again.
Okay, if you don't want to join them, how do you think you can make any difference?
You see, I am making my own difference by speaking up, by engaging myself in advocacies that I believe in. If you are not comfortable with my advocacy, nobody is stopping you from doing the one that I'm not doing. Nobody sent me to Nigeria to suffer. I'm the one that sent myself on this assignment. Anything that I feel tickles my fancy, I will speak on it. I will take up the challenge on it. The one that I cannot do, you can do it. Exactly. And when I see Nigerians...
And complement each other.
Yes, when I see Nigerians say, oh, why don't I do this?
Why can't you do it?
Who gave back to me to come and suffer for you? Why can't you also do it yourself? Why must I be the one doing the advocacy? Why can't you be doing the advocacy while I clap for you? Somebody even said humorously the other day that I'm trying to take the Festus Keyamo route to becoming a senior advocate, then I will now
belong to the government.
I said, okay, even if, assuming without considering that is the route I'm taking, stop me if you can. See, society is about value. Life is about value. The value I offer to the nation, you cannot do it. That's why your biggest achievement is talking about me. Because I have spent 29 years of my life doing this. I have gotten into trouble that it is not me. I'm not the reason for the trouble. I've gotten in trouble because I was fighting for the right of other people, not my rights. So imagine you that is criticizing me, waste 29 years of your life doing what I've done.
And see the outcome.
So it's not enough for you to be an armchair critic, like we see many people do. So many things are wrong in the society. When we were on the street protesting, some people say we were protesting because we wanted to chase clout. Okay, you too, protest now and chase clout. Because we have stopped protesting now. We have taken advocacy to the courtroom. In fact, under Buhari, I remember vividly, we'll be protesting 11 of us. And they said we were sponsored. And the anti-government, the anti-protest, our own will be in hundreds or thousands. I said, there's nothing you can do for Nigerians. Even if you die for them, they will say you didn't die well.
Let me take you back a little. Was it July when you held your annual general conference of the NBA in Enugu? July. Okay. Aftermath of that conference, there were talks on the social media because people saw you having a frontline role, introducing your guest speaker, Julius Malema. And again, people were also talking that, you were giving awards alongside Senator Dino Melaye, that you are just baby lawyers. Why should you be giving awards for contributing to rule of law in Nigeria? Was there anything like that? Is that true or just envy?
Where you see this profession is a profession that thrives on seniority.
Yes.
You cannot just kick the door open and get into the room without you being invited into the room. This has always been the traditional way of doing things.
Yeah.
But you see, the truth of the matter is, yes, the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association, which I must commend, deemed it fit that, a comrade lawyer, somebody who has been in the trenches for decades, that, maybe it would be ideal for someone like me to introduce Julius Malema, popularly called Juju in South Africa.
Yeah.
And because they wanted to pass out a message that it's not just about the academic talks and the legal talks.
The SANs.
Yes, the SANs. So I think I wouldn't say it was a good choice, but I think the NBA knew the reason why they picked me. So, and I did a fantastic job. And I believe that there were criticism here and there.
Nothing wrong. Nothing against the statute or rules of the NBA.
Well noted. But unfortunately for the critics, I had been speaking at NBA forums and conferences far even before I became a lawyer. And I was speaking. I go to the conference as a human rights activist, as a defender of people's rights, as a defender of the downtrodden. So I am not new to speaking at NBA conferences.
At the end of the day, were you giving any award alongside?
No, never.
So it was a social media fabrication.
You see the problem. The problem and the issue is that what we even witnessed at the conference was a situation where it was almost like a general consensus that younger lawyers are not even practicing anymore. They're not interested in practicing. They don't even go to court. In one of the sessions, that was the topic of discussion. Issues. And that, how do we encourage these younger lawyers? How do we carry them along? So if we're talking of an inclusive bar,
you have it now.
Why do you now say that, younger lawyers have no place, at the conference?
That's wrong.
There is only old lawyers that should speak at the conference and that no young lawyers should be platformed and all that. So I think the NBA is trying to really bring up an inclusive bar. Of course, there will be people that are jealous of our exploits in Placita. You can't take away the fact that we spoke on a sector or a segment where we are experts. Like the session where I was a panelist, just on human rights and access to justice. This is what I spent 29 years of my life doing. So I have spoken at I've spoken at the speeder sections of the NBA, that's the human rights section of the NBA, severally. I've attended conferences, NBA conferences several. I've spoken as a speaker, as a panelist. So what is now different? Because I'm a legal practitioner now.
All right. So let's talk on the broader note now. The judiciary, the Nigerian judiciary particularly, is always in the news for the wrong reason.
Yes.
Corruption. You are a young lawyer, Deji. So tell me, what's your experience so far? That's you personally, and what is your take on the toga of corruption being, put on the neck of the judiciary?
Well, you see, before I came into the system, I was very, very vocal. I was critical of judges, of the judiciary, of the systems.
From the outside?
From the outside. But now I have come in about 2 years now in practice. And I have seen things that have humbled me sincerely. I have seen the underfunding of the judiciary.
Okay.
I have been in a court where the judge was sitting for 9 hours and the air conditioning systems are not working. And so many things are not working. And everybody, including my lord, was sweating. I have seen that court officials are really, really demoralized. Security personnel and people around the courts. But I have also seen politicians flying in private jets all over the place. And I have seen the waste of affluence at the National Assembly, at the ministries. And I can say that it's impossible to end corruption in our judiciary if we do not pay our judges and the non-judicial officers well. That the only way we can end corruption in this country, I have said it before and I will say it again, that no judge should earn less than 10 million. And that is even meager per month. Is meager. And we have shortage of judges because the cases are too many. A country of 250 million people, and you have only 21 justices at the court at the Supreme Court. Then you have few judges at the Court of Appeal and the Federal High Court, the National Industrial Court, and other court of coordinate jurisdiction. We do not have enough judges. So the reason for the corruption is we need to decentralize. We need to digitalize filing processes.
Make things easy for them.
Make things easy. See, we need to, if we increase the welfare of judges, it will be impossible for them to collect bribe. Okay, you as a journalist, if you are underpaid and somebody gives you money, will you not take it? It's a natural occurrence of life that
giving and taking of money has context.
I'm calling a spade a spade. If you are not paid well and somebody tries to compromise you, you will compromise.
So would we blame for this the government?
No, it's because we do not put our priorities right. Listen, I have said it time and time without number that a poor man cannot fight government. A poor man cannot criticize government. I said it before, severally. All what a poor man thinks of is his belly. A hungry man, a hungry poor man, all he thinks about is his belly. So for you to be able to speak truth to power, you must have a trade. You must be properly, there must be a fallback plan. See, ours is a society where people who have never swept a room clean want to clean up the nation.
Sure.
They want to end corruption. Look at it critically now. Somebody who has never done pure water business successfully in life wants to manage a nation as complicated as Nigeria. And some people believe that because when somebody comes and says, I want to lead you, you should ask. For instance, if somebody comes to your company and said, make me the CEO or make me the MD of this company, you should ask him.
Why?
What company did you last man?
Okay.
And what was the success rate that you recorded? But here, we don't ask any question. We say, somebody says he wants to be CEO of the country. We say, okay, go ahead. He says, vote for me because I'm a member of your tribe. I'm a member of your religion.
So let me ask you this finally on that regard. I don't know if this is deliberate because we have 3 arms of government. The executive does not complain. They have the security vote. They have everything at their beck and call. Now, the second one is the legislature. They are okay too, you can see. In fact, recently I heard Senator Dino on a live TV show saying the budget of the National Assembly has been increased under President Tinubu from 150 billion to about 300 billion just to make them comfortable. Now, we are left with the third arm of the government, judiciary. So is this a conspiracy of some sort or?
Yeah, it's not only at the federal level, both at the state level.
The whole totality of judiciary?
Yes, it is deliberate because, you see, it's like what they do to the electoral process. They make the electoral umpires to be dependent on them for funding. So, and he who pays the piper dictates the tune. So it is the same thing they do to the judiciary. And that is why you can see Wike, the minister for building houses and buying cars for judges.
Minister for FCT?
Minister for building homes and buying cars for judges.
There is nothing like that.
No,
he may choose to do that.
Yes,
but officially, the nomenclature is Minister for FCT.
But is that what is he doing in the FCT? The road leading to my house. Here in Apo, we are the one that gathered money to construct it. the estates in the place. We gathered money to construct it. Most of the estates, and these are major roads.
Come to look at
but
it.
he's building houses for judges.
Yes, come to look at it. We just talk about corruption now, and they say their welfare is not too good.
Is it not corruption? Is it not corruption?
Oh, he's not supposed to do that.
Hold on.
He's not supposed to do that.
Is it not corruption for governors to be building houses and dashing judges' cars? Listen, impropriety, as defined under the rules for judicial officers, is defined as any act or conduct likely to be seen by the right-thinking member of the society to be compromised. If a governor gives a judge a car,
so it's like a favor.
It's like a favor. You build him a house, every day he wakes up in that house. You say, it's His Excellency that gave me the house. If His Excellency becomes the litigant in his court, he will not be fair. He will not be fair-minded. He will not be resolute about litigating that particular matter. So that is what we call judicial compromise and bias. You cannot give the judiciary enough money to build their houses for themselves to buy their own cars.
Provided for in the budget.
Yes.
Not as a favor.
Yes.
All right, away from that, comrade, your friend and ally, Omoyele Sowore, is in the eye of the storm again.
Yes, indeed.
For calling the president or describing the president in an unprintable words.
A criminal. He called the president a criminal.
Is that right?
Well,
was that right?
He's entitled to his opinion. He's expressing his opinion. You cannot criticize the man's opinion.
Was his opinion right? Or is his opinion right?
Listen, universally, presidents have been called all sorts of names. Barack Obama was called...
In other climes.
Yeah, Barack Obama was called a terrorist, multiply, a criminal.
In US.
George W. Bush was called a criminal.
In US.
Yes.
That climb.
Donald Trump was called a corrupt criminal.
In another climb.
The Queen is called similar name.
In UK.
The British Prime Minister.
Now,
the President of France was slapped.
Do we have the same...
Now, let me tell you the beauty of democracy. The beauty... Okay, are we not pretending to be practicing democracy?
Of course.
So why are we worried? And the DSS, criminal defamation of civil is personal. Cannot be transferred by Bluetooth. The DSS cannot inherit the injury, that personal injury.
Inflicted on President Tinubu.
Yes, that personal injury. Hold on.
They cited national security.
Hold on. We've been hearing national security since the time of Abacha. National security was used to kill people who struggle to get friends with people in this country. National security. National security is what they used to steal money. National Assembly. We are tired of this national security bullshit. What we are saying is that the so-called personal injury suffered from calling Tinubu a criminal cannot be transferable. The DSS cannot inherit the injury. That the attempt for the DSS to charge Omoyele Sowore, who is a presidential candidate who contested against Tinubu, because the ingredients of defamation is that there must not be malice.
All right.
So what is the malice in people who contested election all over the world? When Barack Obama was president of the United States of America and Donald Trump wanted to take over, was challenging him, there was no name that Donald Trump did not call Barack Obama. Barack Obama did not sue him.
I don't believe we have the same client.
Hold on. This Tinubu called Jonathan unprintable name. There's no name this Tinubu didn't call Jonathan when he was in opposition. So what has changed? Okay. Oh, now suddenly he's found himself in the kitchen. He no longer likes the heat.
Okay, let's look at it from this perspective. Sowore actually made that statement aftermath of Tinubu's outing in Brazil.
Yes, indeed.
Where he said he has eliminated corruption in Nigeria.
Yes.
But I think the president actually made a mistake. The aides corrected the statement. That what the president meant was he has eliminated corruption in the forex, in the money market, in the forest market. Now, forest market and Nigeria are not the same. Nigeria is the whole country. Forex market is just a subsector of the economy. Now, he said, we don't need to know the CBN governor before we can access dollar. It could be true, it may be not. Is that enough to call the president with that name? Is that
Sowore is entitled to his opinion. And there are things I don't even want to go there because of censorship for you. This president, didn't he make a forfeiture in the US?
That has been taken care of by the Presidential Election Tribunal. The Supreme Court.
So people cannot run opinions.
I thought they said it was irrelevant to his election.
Okay, so people cannot run opinions as a result of his forfeiture of $460,000.
I don't think that is right. People should be allowed
that the Illinois court
forfeiture
claim were from drug trafficking.
Yes.
So what are you talking about? See, anyway.
And it's in our memory.
Anyway, let me tell you something very simple.
Yeah.
That we cannot wait to get to court with the DSS. We cannot wait to have President
Will you
Tinubu.
be part of
yes, of course.
No, there are two cases.
I'll be part
There are
of,
two cases
I'm
now.
part of all the legal team.
Okay, there are two cases.
So very simple. We cannot wait to have President Tinubu in the dock
Will you-
to come
do you-
and tell us
do you think you win this case?
how he was defamed.
Do you think we will win this case under the present circumstance?
Listen, there's no way that the DSS can now become the injured party. There's no way.
They should be more concerned
case.
about security matter.
Listen.
Not personal thing
Nigeria is
inflicted
a
on
country.
Tinubu.
Nigeria is a country where a bandit leader who has killed terrorist people come on national television and is issuing further threats.
And nothing happened.
But DSS is not interested.
A few
in
days
that.
ago in Katsina,
But yes,
they
that's
appeared
what
as
I'm referring to.
and nothing
That's what
happened.
I'm referring to. And you have the temerity to say you want to charge a money whatever for expressing his view. And the courts, severally in Bakare and Ishola, and also Ibiana and Uba, have said that verbal abuse, vulgar abuse, does not amount to defamation. For instance, if I say you're a madman, if I say, Bode, you're a madman, in anger, I say, Bode, you're a thief, you're a criminal, the courts have held that it's not defamation. And like I've said,
You have not defamed me by calling me
I have not. Verbal abuse. You are stupid, how can that be?
So it remained there. Verbal
Yes,
abuse.
that's defamation.
Do we expect President Tinubu to also call Sowore criminal?
You can call him anything. His opinion. After all, they contested against each other.
But there are people who believe Sowore is doing all this because he's a US citizen. Do you believe in that assertion?
Sowore is not even a US citizen,
So
unfortunately.
it's a lie.
His family lives
He doesn't have dual citizenship?
He doesn't. His family lives in the US. He has never taken US citizenship before. You can go on. Anyway, you can always interview
Politicians
him.
thrive in Nigeria very well because of the way we use social media.
Well, you see, people are entitled to their opinion, and that's what the Constitution has guaranteed. The Constitution has re-emphasized again and again that the issue freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, and also freedom to impact and receive information. So, by the time you begin to curtail people's rights via DSS and police and all this, it is harassment implicit, no matter how you try to sugarcoat or color it. What we are witnessing in Nigeria, which is very regrettable and unfortunate, is that we now have an atmosphere of fear in the country where freedom before speech is guaranteed, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed, and it's really a sad one. And journalists have not been left out of this madness.
Exactly.
In just the preceding weeks, we've had a lot of journalists have been arrested and detained.
There was a Kebbi incident.
Kebbi, Kwara, all over the place, and this is a government that criticized military. They joined Nadeko. Some of them even claim they were in exile. But look at what they are doing today.
Establish a radio station, legal radio station.
So look at what they are doing today.
Well, it's
very regrettable
and
unfortunate indeed.
It was nice speaking to you, Barrister Deji.
Pleasure is always mine.
Adeyanju. We hope whenever we also seek to have you,
indeed.
You'll be available.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, viewers, for watching us. And this has been the whole package. It's bye for now.